Hello everyone. Hello, my name is Kate. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope that what I want to do go through just the super high level things that I found in the court documents that I thought would be efficient. I'm skipping through the case age and the Oh, I don't have a chat. I wanna see if anyone can hear me. Hi, everyone. Can anyone hear me? Uh, I don't know. If you can't hear me, I should probably see. But anyway, I just wanna go through this quickly. Looking at right n like, truth and transparency, the lawyer goes in really deep. I'm sure I haven't actually checked, but I'm sure she did. The reason that go through these, other than the fact that it was really hard to read, was, what they found in this stuff and how it happened, got older. She was able to so this is the overview. I'm gonna just start highlighting important stuff. Mhm. And this is an overview of the investigation. This I was actually thinking of what we should do is read the police report. I have it right here. And then we'll see what before we get to the Fed section, why don't we get to the there's the indictment, is the police report. I can't I don't okay. All right. It's hard to read. This is a picture that I found on the page, so I'd like to give them some credit. Let's start with the Canton Police Department. Supplemental narrative. If you can't read it, don't worry. I can hardly read it too. Okay. On Thursday, February 6th, 2021, I think it's CAT Qatar was working in the capacity, and from now on, it'll be called the SRO. I can't. At approximately 9:45, I was contacted directly via cell phone from Sharon Police of the Sharon school system, who requested my assistance in performing a well-being check on a female staff member at schools who had been seen or heard from in several days. Officer Hooking advised me that Birchmore she helps with she's something at the school. And the school administration contacted him because Miss Birchmore had not come into work is is not responding when they tried to contact her. I could not get in touch with the emergency file. The last known address that was 3 Windsor Woods Lane in Canton. The Canton Woods Department. Knowing that this place was a large apartment, if there was a specific responded in the negative. This was all the information Officer Hooking was able to provide to me. At this time, I advised Officer Hooking that I would go to the Canton Woods leasing office and attempt to verify if Miss Birchmore was in fact resident. Wait until Ed's report. It's would be responding to Canton Woods at approximately 9:40. Assisting SRO Brady and I spoke with the Canton Woods property manager that Miss Birchmore is a resident in the apartment 3307. We and she advised date. Miss Porter did advise the building. Several minutes, but did not receive time. Agent Lank and advised him of the current situation. Lank stage it's in 2000. It's a blue Chevy. I located the vehicle outside of Building 3 and appeared to be undisturbed. That the last time it snowed was on Monday, February into Tuesday, February. We also noticed that her Sharon Public School identification card was hanging from her rear view mirror with her name and picture on it. I requested for a uniform officer to the area and was able to obtain keys for the apartment from Miss Porter. A short time later, j- on scene, and we all made our way back to Miss Birchmore's apartment. 7. Again, I knocked in presence at the door several times with no response. With the key, all officers on scene apartment and immediately noticed that the apartment was disheveled with 2 cats around the apartment when we made entry. I hope that's cats. I first entered the bathroom, open door, lights out, and rendered that. Then I entered the bedroom of the where's the next one? Oh, that one's easier to read. I entered the bathroom to read. Okay. The bedroom of the apartment, I opened the closed door, lights off, and noticed Miss Birchmore seated on the floor with some sort of that was secured to the door handle of the bedroom closet. She had passed away. It was immediately apparent to this officer that Miss Birchmore had passed away, and I noticed vividly about the skin and face, and rigor mortis about the pooling of dried blood around her mouth. After locating the body, I exited the bedroom and I noticed a restraining order. Huh, redacted. Hmm, the feds didn't bring up a restraining order. By magnet to the kitchen refrigerator. Oh, hmm, big red flag. At this time, Officer Yetton contacted the Canton police station. After discovering the body, we were advised by Lank and Detective McCourt to the scene for the medical examiner's office that CPAC investigation to respond to the scene. Lank and McCourt to the apartment. A short time later, Trooper Matt Dunn on scene to begin processing. I cleared the scene a short time later. I contacted Officer Hawking, the assailant, and advised him of my discovery. He stated that he would pass the information on to school administration. The next of kin had been that Miss Birchmore was also at one point a staff member or a teacher with Stoughton Public Schools, and he contacted Officer Shayna somebody, the SRO at Stoughton, about Miss Birchmore earlier for contact information before contacting me. Oh, search. Okay. I advised him that I would reach out to her for information. I contacted and spoke with officers situation. She advised me that she was very familiar with Miss Birchmore and shared with me she was a former graduate and an employee of Stoughton High. She also shared that Miss Birchmore hmm, redacted, she believes went untreated. She stated that the patrol officers had responded to her address of blah 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 redacted on a wellness check for Miss Birchmore. Hmm. The feds also left this part. Okay, when she was sectioned. Bella stated that Miss Birchmore had a history of claiming XYZ. Use your imaginations. Redacted when she actually Birchmore, the mother, her auntie Smith, Darlene would be a good person to contact. Oh, I wonder if Darlene is witness number one. For the information and advised her that I her once Miss Birchmore's next of kin was notify the Stoughton Public Schools administration on the matter. At this time, the case investigation file at the police department pending. Okay, so that was that. Now let's get to the books. I want to now we'll read the feds. This is how you write a report. So the introduction to of the paperwork to reading it the other day for like a gold star. Shanae. This is her introduction. This is her background. What makes her to I don't want to be rude. Okay. This is her overview. This is one Well, okay. On February 1st, 2021, um, I just wanna make sure that this is okay. So, this is the I was just going to oh, hi. Oh, please can hear me. I've I was going to hit record, but I think it hit welcome. Yeah, go to the standouts to see where my highlighting starts. Okay, there. Oh, okay. And this might be an impromptu live. So if it is, here we are. Okay. So we just went through local police, the the feds. This is literally like night and day. It's like a third grader versus grader. There's no chance. All of okay. So agent background. Okay. If we're on impromptu live, welcome. Oh, this is the part that well, let's just get this started and then I'll explain it. Well, channels that read this, but there are some things in here. I might not read the whole thing. Okay, so on February 1st, 2021, the Matthew Farwell killed Sandra Birchmore. All right. That was Farwell murder for Birchmore from with police information regarding his commission or possible commission of one or more crimes, enticement, in violation of 18 SC 24 to deprivation of rights on violation 18 USC and ongoing wire fraud screen. This is the wire fraud. This is paychecks. This is the wire fraud in USC. Farwell's murder of Birchmore was the accumulation of Farwell's years-long pattern of targeting Birchmore. Birchmore law enforcement, as you do, and eventually joined the Staunton Police Explorers Academy. Here and thereafter, law enforcement careers. While Birchmore was in the program, Farwell was involved as both a volunteer and an instructor. Trash Bucket used his authority and access to engage in an extramarital relationship with Birchmore. There are signs that in late 2020 and early 21, Farwell of Birchmore and the information she his past and then ongoing conduct. In or around December 2020, I made a timeline for this too. Birchmore became pregnant. This was very planned, you will see. Soon after, Birchmore told Trash Bucket that he was the father. In January 2021, Birchmore's friend contacted this is a pretty ballsy move. I like this. Contacted Trash Bucket's employee and during that call referenced illegal relationship. Shortly thereafter, it might not have been illegal at this time. After a Staunton Police Department employee told Farwell about the course. By the end of January 2021, Trash bucket face this personal disclosures. This the defrauding. This walked in and he's hooking up. And the town of Staunton by meeting sir on February 1st, 2021. Farwell went to her apartment yes, wearing a COVID-19 medical face mask. This is the highlight. Once inside. Okay, where are we? On February 4th, 3 days after the unaliving, members of the Canton Police Department went to Sandra's apartment to conduct a well-being check. When the officers entered her apartment, they determined that Sandra was unalived and her body was transported to the Jokers. In early uh, okay, chief medical examiner now from now on will be OCME. OCME pathologist in self-inflicted. I was worried if I was this person about my job. Evidence that this is number 1. So this is that was the high level overview for investigation. Evidence that Farwell committed federal offenses by abusing Sandra when she was a minor. He started Trash Bucket started exploiting Sandra no later than 2013. At that time, she was enrolled in the Police Explorers, aka Child Grooming program. Trash Bucket used his position of trust and authority as a sworn police officer and instructor in the police Sandra. Ultimately, Trash Bucket abused Sandra, including engaging in you make babies. Groomer program is a vocation. Okay, we if you don't know what the program is, these documents and and there's a podcast that's done an investigation and everything will be fine. Trash Bucket, a member of the Wellesley in 2008. On March 27th, 2012, he was hired by Stout, pronouncing Stout, where he worked in 2012. He was a Predator volunteer. After joining the Stoughton Department, he served as a police explorers instructor. He had several roles as an instructor, including teaching firearms and in conducting canine. Oh, maybe he could have taught. It says someone put in the comments that his at the time, Trash Bucket was already familiar with the police explorers because he had uh, applied to be a participant. At the time, she was participating in the program in the spring of 2010, and she remained in the program through 2016. And to groom her when she was a child. And quotes, based on my training and experience, grooming is the process of a predator building a relationship with a child or a adult in order to gain their trust, enabling the groomer to ultimately exploit the child. um, where was two? Okay, we've already gone through those. This being accumulated in Trash Bucket. Our word. Sandra, in April 2003, this might be where she explains how she finds it. Oh, the Massachusetts state law is 16. I should the New Hampshire, but the last time I looked, it was 12. So 16 is our word. Look at all these charges. Okay, so charge. Ooh, look, there's 4 charges just in this charge. Andy was a reporter, a mandatory reporter. Okay. So there's 4 charges on 1 page. All right. At the time of this assault, Trash Bucket was 7. Used prior to her 18th birthday. After Sandra turned 18, Trash Bucket continued until her unaliving. This between Trash and Sandra indicate that Trash Bucket abused her child. This is the backup. So the overview were her statements, and now she's going to back. And she, after the death, law enforcement agents obtained her Sandra's cell phone and a laptop. Law enforcement. Okay, so this is still local. And reviewed the devices. During that review, agents discovered messages between Trash Bucket and Sandra. The messages confirmed that he had frequently communicated with her for years. The messages hooked up with her when she in or around April 13th, when she was 27. Data from from her Facebook account reveals communications. Specifically, this is where the receipts come in handy. Facebook data indicates that he sent her October 28th, 2012. Oh, that's when my girlfriend's hi birthday. Not the 2012 part. At that time, and a participant in the Explorers program. He was her 26-year-old instructor. On the 21st, 2019, Birchmore, okay, and you had a message oh, about him doing gross things. Mm, ugh, this is making me uncomfortable. Okay, that on February 21st, 2019, they had they text she lost her virginity to him, and she was happy that he did, and he acknowledged it was a big thing to be the first. It also reminisced about the first time, oh boy, he went to third base, discussing the day it occurred. He sure I mean, we don't have to read this stuff out loud. Comfortable and it's gross. Okay, so if he had wanted to hook up with her, they went to third base. Disgusting. Um, if he with her after school, she called the specific class and seat she was in when she realized she was going to be banging the trash bucket. Based on my investigation, 2012-2013 school year when she was 15. Additionally, on March 19th, what? Who does this? What would you have used if you got knocked up? She would have, if he got her pregnant, she still would have finished school. She then told them, I loved prom night. It was worth not going to prom. Gross. Okay. On February 11th, 2020. February 11th, 2020. Okay. These are like she's bringing our receipts about up, and it's infuriating. Other electronic messages confirm that he abused her when she was a child. Text messages between them. Here's our backup. So he was abusing her when she was a child. That's the statement. He abused her when she was a child. Here's the backup. Example, on October 5th, she texted her friends. Oh, now she'll be known as person one. Remember, was like our buddy, her bestie. That he had been hooking up with her for years, and that he had taken her virginity before she was 16. On May 20th, she told another friend he hooked up marathon bombing. Also, on October 5th, she prepared. This is when things go next level. She prepared a draft to his wife. She sent to her bestie. The text states in part, I'm just messaging you to inform you that you're cheating since before you guys were married. Yikes. Jen is aware it got me in May 2013, shortly before Birchmore turned 6. There's no record indicating if the draft was ever actually sent to his wife. So she drafted it, but there's no record that she actually sent it. Other text messages demonstrate his predatory behavior. On June 5th, 2019, they exchanged text messages, just role playing during next through this stuff. You guys can use your imagination or read it on your own. But it is important. I can't. He asked her how old she was going to and I when she responded 14, he responded with a smiley face. In another conversation between them, he describes asking her to say that she's only 13, and he held her down. Okay. And she brings the date in 2013. Okay. Oh, the Boston Marathon bombing happened on April 15th, 2013. Messages from the year 2020 in which Trash Bucket instructs her to act as if he is her older brother, coming into her room at night. Okay. Now, if there were some signs for us that him would be right here. That's troubling. Okay. Well, the kids are home. Okay, witnesses confirm Trash Bucket close relationship with his child. Yeah. Agents, just 1 second. Ah, wait, hold on. I think just a second, girly girls. Stop this. Just